Hello, it's Yuni here, and in today's video, I'm gonna take you on my 2024 China trip. Last time I've been back to China was back in 2019, so it's been a few years now. It's been a hot minute, and I still have my grandma over there, and she's always been asking when I'm going to go back and visit her. So I thought, why not go back last year since there was no visa requirement for 14 days? I'm like, perfect. So I booked a trip to go back to visit my grandma, also for my birthday, and then just to spend time with family. Before we head to China though, let me show you Melbourne Airport. So this is the new section of Melbourne Airport, and I will be going back and forth because I actually got lost. I got lost, I couldn't find my gate, so I had to like go and ask someone. Look, I'm not a well-traveled person and I was going by myself, so look, I'm trying to adult as much as I can, but there's only so many adulting I can do. I wish my mom came with me because I was so lost. I was a lost little child. Luckily though, I did find someone, one of the workers, and she guided me to the right way, so thank you so much. Appreciate you. Now before I boarded to the plane, I went to eat some breakfast, so here's just a picture of my breakfast. And then boom, picture of my in-flight meal. I did not take any videos of me boarding because I was too shy, but this is my meal. It's got half-cooked rice. It's okay. It's a meal. And also, I traveled economy, so I can't expect like, fancy ass meals. And it did its job. It was decent, not gonna lie. I don't miss it though, but I love the sandwiches. And your girl landed! So here is China. Now, I actually didn't know how hot or cold China was going to be, so I thought it was going to be cold, and I was wearing a trench coat. Newsflash, it was going into summer, so I was the only person in a trench coat, and I looked super weird and suspicious going through customs. My auntie and uncle came to pick me up, which I appreciate them so much. And here's just a little footage of them driving away from the airport. Look at those lanes. There's like 7 lanes, and if you got lost in one, good luck to you. I could never drive in China, especially in Guangzhou. It's a little bit scary, not gonna lie. This was my first meal in China that my auntie and uncle took me to, and I was pleasantly surprised at how good the food was, even though it was not like a proper restaurant. It was more just like street food, but oh my god, it was delicious. I love barbecue. There was like lamb, there was like eggplant, there's oysters, everything. So the next day, my auntie and her family took me out for yum cha, my favorite. And as they were driving me into the yum cha place, I was just in awe of how beautiful China has become. The blue skies, the clouds, the sun, everything. No smog in sight. And I grew up in China where I was accustomed to the yellow skies and the smog. But now everything's just changed, and it's only been, the last 10 years that things have changed. But it's really nice to see. This is actually the countryside of China, like of Guangzhou. This is our yum cha meal. And to end the first day, my auntie took me to one of her favorite parks that she would go to after dinner. She goes here around about 8 to 9 p.m. just to get a bit of exercise in before she goes to sleep. And I was just really amazed at how safe the place was, where I saw kids and grandparents and, fitness junkies and people that just like to exercise, like everyone just coming to the park doing their own thing. And it was just a really nice, safe, serene place to be. My auntie's taking me back on her electric scooter. Not gonna lie, it was very scary at first, but she's a great driver, so I was in safe hands. And I want to show you guys the unfiltered version of China. This is Guangzhou, but not the city. It's more of like a countryside. And so this is how it is really, unless obviously you live in like a really expensive area. Most of China's gonna look like this. And even though it kind of looks a bit messy, and yes, there are some rubbish somewhere, like it's still relatively a safe place. Obviously, you don't go to places that seem sketchy, and that's for any country as well. But overall, it is a very safe place, which I was really surprised, because when I grew up in China, we were always told you don't go out by yourself, people would kidnap you, like, things are dirty, it's ugly at night. But here, it's changing for the better, and honestly, I'm pleasantly surprised, and I'm really happy that it is. Like, it's become such a safe place that people can go out at night, and you get to enjoy the nighttime. And so the next day, my auntie and my uncle took me to a gorgeous temple on top of a huge park. And this is a very famous park, but unfortunately for me, I forgot the name of it. But it did have a really big statue. If you can see in the front there, it's a huge gold statue of Guan Yin, I think it is. Just a note for any of people that are traveling to Asian countries, with these temples, you're not supposed to film inside the temple, and you're also not supposed to take photos or film these statues like front on. You can do side on, but don't do front on as a form of respect. That's what at least my auntie and my uncle told me, so that's why I tried not to film as much as I could. Now, of all the temples that I've gone to, and I haven't actually gone to many, this is probably one of my favorite temples because it had a lot of cats. Look at this kitty cat, she's so cute. I think she was pregnant, so she was like buttering up to everyone to get some food. Unfortunately in China, and I think a lot of countries as well, where if you have a lot of street animals that are not neutered, they end up multiplying. But this was so cute, just look at her, super adorable. But she's definitely pregnant though. Now I'm gonna stop yapping a little bit so you guys can just take in the gorgeous views, not of the cat, but of like the actual area that we're in. To end the day, we went to a barbecue place, and oh my god, the food was so delicious. It was a set meal, and the fun thing is the locals, they actually have this app that tells them when there's special deals or there's meal sets available for certain restaurants. And so my auntie and uncle found this place. It was highly recommended, so we went and ate, and I highly recommend it too. The food was delicious, the meat was fresh, and the service was very good. Now, I did go back to China for my grandma, so here she is with her bestie, and this is our old hometown. It is the unfiltered version of China, not as glamorous as the big cities, but it is still home. So I took my grandma and her bestie to Yamcha. This is almost like breakfast lunch, aka brunch. Afterwards, we took a stroll down, and this is where the nicer area of Guangzhou is. So as you can see, it is a little bit different from the hometown. You have a lot more high-rise buildings, a lot of bikes. Like I said, electric scooters are all in the rage right now, instead of having bicycles. I went and took the subway, and I swear this subway, like this elevator, just reminds me of Melbourne. Like, it's literally no different from Melbourne, honestly. It's the same. My grandma then took me back to my dad's old place, so this would literally be the area that I grew up from. However, it looks so different. There's so many changes, so many buildings, and this restaurant that I've never seen before literally popped up overnight. It's a really strange, nostalgic feeling to know that I know these roads and yet I have no clue. Like, it's both nostalgic and also brand new to me. Like, everything just feels so different, but it's quite nice though. And I'm just literally walking down the road that I would have walked through when I was really, really young, like before I went to Australia. And I think my dad would have really loved it. Like, if he was still here, he probably would have loved the amount of restaurants, the amount of bars that there are, because he loves a good drink with his buddies. And right now, it's literally just bars and bubble tea places, brunch places. It's a vibe. Honestly, it's a vibe. I did visit here during the weekdays, so it's not as busy, but my grandma tells me after 5 p.m. is when people clock off work and it becomes a vibing place. Look at this as well. We have a little Mexican restaurant, and that just like blew me away because I've never seen a Mexican restaurant in like my hometown ever. So I really wanted to try that place out, but look, I'm traveling by myself. My grandma's not that adventurous, so I didn't actually get to go in. Maybe next time, because the food looked really good. My grandma took me to visit one of the Guangzhou museums. One thing is though, crossing the streets in China, oh my god, you kind of have to just be brave. My grandma just walks, she doesn't even look, and it freaks me out. I'm so cautious. I'm just like looking both ways like 10 times because there will be cars, there will be scooters, there's people. It is a little bit hectic, but once you get used to it, it's not too bad, and people do obey the roads pretty well nowadays. Honestly, a lot of work was done to China because it was definitely not like this when I was growing up. Even back in 2019, I don't remember it being like this beautiful. So, you know, things have changed a lot, and I'm really happy, and I hope it continues to change for the better so that people that live there have good, happy, healthy lives, you know. Now, this museum place that I went to, it is called TIT. No joke, it's literally called TIT. It's called TIT. It is a really strange place. As in strange as in like it's a museum, but not really. It's just like a historical area that they've kept, but then there's now little shops popping up and stuff. So it is the historic buildings of Guangzhou, and it was erected in 2016 apparently. So yeah, it was a really interesting place, very quiet. I feel like there's not a lot of people that would really go here for shopping or anything. My grandma even tells me that she just comes here in her morning walks. Look at these mini clothes. Guangzhou area, like I think that this was a textile area. So there's like the historical building, which is what you're seeing right now. And then they also show you like the textile machineries that they used to use, which was really cool. I think it's really nice to kind of see the history, like the industrial history of the area. I could never work these machines. Like, just imagine working these machines every day. That's crazy. I don't even know what each button does. I don't even know what this machine does. It's just like, wow, what is that? And then here is the Usta testers. Again, I have no clue what these machines are. I'm assuming that's a TV. Maybe it's one of the first gaming PCs. I don't know. It could even just be like a coffee machine. No clue. But again, it was really cool. It was really cool that they just have this here so people can kind of see. And then I saw people working. Like, I try not to film them, but obviously it's a work day, so they were working, and me being the tourist that I am, it's like, oh my god, you guys are working. And so imagine just working in these places. I think it's pretty cool. Now these places, I actually thought it was a bathroom or someone's house, but it wasn't. Apparently it's a gym. At least that's what my grandma told me, but I don't know, I can't read Chinese. So what do you guys think? What does that actually say? I think I walked past like an internet cafe. I'm not too sure. Again, I can't really read Chinese. But look at this. The screen was so epic and all these controllers. I was like, wow, that looks so cool. Well, I was with my grandma though, so I wasn't going to go in and I was a bit too shy. Maybe next time. Maybe next time I'll go visit. But look at the gauntlet as well. Like, holy crap. I have no idea what this place is, but I thought it was just really cool. My auntie and I got kidnapped. No, I'm kidding. My auntie took me to this place in Guangzhou, which I didn't even knew it existed, where people on the streets literally dress up as like traditional outfits, and everyone gets really pretty for the Instagram. And so she asked if I wanted to do it, and I was like, absolutely. I honestly thought I had to go to Beijing to do this, but no, Guangzhou has it as well. All of these places have their own package deals, which include like costume hire, you get your makeup done, your hair, as well as professional photography. I got all four, and my package was about 200 to 250 RMB, which I think is about 40 to 60 dollars Australian, which was a really, really good price for what you get. And it's just super fun because you get to wear the costume for the whole day until they close around about 11 p.m. Here is me with my Douyin makeup done, and oh my god, I was in awe. Like, just the way that they do the makeup so quick, so professionally. And also look at the changes on my nose. This is literally no filter or anything, and my nose, I look like I had a nose job. They are absolutely like masters at what they do. With the hairstyles, there's two types. One is with flowers, and then the other one's with like a long flowy wig. I used to cosplay, so I know how heavy and annoying wigs can be for me, so I choose to get the flower version done instead, and I was just waiting. And here's my little outfit that I chose. I think it's super cute, so luxurious looking. Here is the master at work. Oh my goodness, she was so good. Like, it took her maybe 10 minutes to get all the flowers done for my hair, and everyone had a different design. Like, she would just design them on the go. Ta-da! Look at me! Oh my gosh, like, so beautiful. Look at the flowers. The hairstylist is absolutely amazing at what she does. She incorporated the gold and the blue to my hair pieces to match my outfit. And then afterwards, we went to take some professional photography, but they also allowed you to just kind of go there and take your own photos as well if you wanted to. Here's me trying to take some aesthetic photos and videos of myself, just trying to pose for the camera. Look at the setup that they have. Like, it's just so much fun. Like, for someone that cosplays, this is like a cosplay heaven. Each room had a different feel and a different vibe, and there's props for you to use as well. So I was just like, oh my god, I'm in heaven, literally. By the time we were done taking photos, it was already like 9 p.m. But the amazing thing about China is that time goes slowly because you can actually go out at night. So after work or, after your dinner, there's still life outside in the streets. And so you feel like you have more time for yourself. You have more time to kind of just unwind before sleeping and then starting the next day. So even though it's 9 o'clock, we still spent like an hour wandering around, taking photos and just enjoying the scene and the vibe. The next day was my birthday and we went to karaoke. So this was a karaoke place that my auntie and my uncle likes to go to, and it was just recently renovated, so it looks very luxurious, but the price is really good. I was just so amazed at like the quality of the karaoke rooms. This was not like a VIP room or anything. This is literally just a standard room, but oh my god, it is so luxurious. Like, they really know how to give you that luxury. The bathroom was so nice. It was just wow. And then obviously after karaoke, we would go out to eat dinner. Like I said, time goes by slowly in China because you have things to do at night. Like, you can still go out for your midnight snacks, you can still go for dinner, you can still shop, and it's just a vibe. It's so lively outside. So here is some nighttime views of China. It can feel a little bit hectic because there's lights and sounds everywhere, but once you kind of get used to it, it kind of just flows. It's not as scary as you think. Obviously though, the traffic can be a little bit scary. I don't think I'll ever drive in China, but it's nice to be driven around. We made it to our destination, and here are just some little shops that are still open at like 9 p.m. But this place was the place that I really wanted to go to. My auntie and my uncle took me there the first time I went back years ago, and it is for fish skin. It sounds gross, but it is so delicious. It is so crunchy. It's just, oh my god, best thing. Like, there's some street food as well, but nothing compares to that. If you guys ever go to China, try fish skin in Guangzhou. It is delicious. It just tastes like jellyfish, and it's great with a beer as well if you like that. And then to finish the night off, we went to get some hot pot. Look how much meat we ordered as well, and honestly it was just enough because we were so hungry by the end of the day. Near the end of my 2-week trip back to China, I was feeling very confident and really wanted to do some solo adventures. I can't really read Chinese at all. I can speak Cantonese, but very limited Mandarin. And so having Alipay with me, #not-sponsored, was really, really helpful. I literally made all my payments through Alipay because they don't really do like credit cards or bank cards anymore. It's mainly just WeChat Pay, Alipay. So I got Alipay set up. It was very quick and easy. And on Alipay, there was also Didi, which was the equivalent of Uber. And it was all in English. So I literally just, plot my location, then the location that I wanted to go, booked it, and I was all good to go. The rides in China were very safe because the drivers don't usually talk, and so I love that. As an introvert, it was like a dream come true to just be able to see, look, and not have a conversation. Maybe it's not for everyone, but I thought it was really, really good. Sometimes doing things by yourself kind of gets you to learn to, rely on yourself more and to be a bit more adventurous. So I was really proud of myself for using Alipay to go and literally just go to a different area for shopping. It was literally just shopping. I wasn't even doing anything amazing. But now I just feel like if I go back to China again, there are so many places that I want to go, and I don't have to rely on anyone else. I can do it myself. For anyone planning to go visit China, highly recommend downloading Alipay. It would help you so much in your journey, and it'll make it so much more fun because you're in control of what you want to do. Made it to one of the local malls, and oh my god, there were so many things I wanted to buy. I'm a kid at heart, so when I see toys, I just want to buy it, but I know I can't buy too many because I don't have a lot of space in my luggage. And really, this wasn't a shopping spree. I just came, to visit family. But goodness, so tempting, and the prices were really good. And guess what I found? Genshin Impact being number 1. There were official merch as well as unofficial merch. Super tempted to just buy these, but I'm like, what would I use them for? Like, I don't even have place to put them. But just seeing, Genshin and Honkai style items, I don't know, it makes me excited because I play those games. I make content for that. I also got enticed by some of these crane machine places, and they're just literally everywhere. So tempting to play it. I just the toys are just so cool. Look at that. But I know I can't because I'm gonna spend so much money and they're probably rigged anyways, that's what I tell myself. But oh man, you gotta watch your wallet when you're here because these cute little things are just there to get your money. Oh my gosh, just look how gorgeous they are. This is literally IRL gacha gamba gamba. I gamba gamba in game, I can't gamba gamba in real life either. maybe next time when I come back to China, I'll live stream it and then like, you know, I'll take you guys here and maybe we can try and win something for chat. I then went outside to one of the older shopping districts of Guangzhou. It's still very popular, but not as popular for like the young kids. It's probably like for the old boomers. And so, a funny story about this place, I was really thirsty because I decided to just walk around a lot and it was a hot, humid day. So I really wanted to buy bubble tea. But like I said, I can't read Chinese. So I stood outside a bubble tea place for like 10 minutes thinking, how do I order this? What do I do? Like, if foreigners can do it, like literally people that are not even Chinese, if they can do it, I can do it too. But I couldn't. I actually didn't buy any bubble tea. I just went to 7-Eleven and just bought Coca-Cola. I was so disappointed in myself. What a failed Asian. It wasn't until I went back to the bubble tea place with my Coca-Cola that I realized this is what tourists actually do to buy bubble tea if you can't read Chinese, is they will take a picture of the menu, translate it in Google Translate so they know what order is for what or like what drink contains what. And then they just show that picture to the cashier. I was like, that is so genius. I stood there for 10 minutes and I didn't know what to do. And because I look so like, I'm Chinese, so obviously I look Chinese. So I was like, I couldn't ask for help because if I ask for help, they just judge me and I don't want to be judged. And so yeah, if you guys ever go back to China or go to China and you just can't read Chinese, you can just take a picture of the menu, Google Translate it, and then like show that picture to the cashier, just point and you know, you could do that instead. Don't be like me. Don't be like me and stand outside for like 10 minutes just looking like a dumbass. And with that, my 2 weeks in China was up. Now, I did purchase some blind boxes of gacha for Genshin and also the Honkai style choo-choo trains. So I will be unboxing those in my next video. These are some really scuffed unofficial Genshin merch, but the Honkai style one is official. So that will be really exciting to open and to just see what we get. I really hope you guys enjoy my first ever vlog trip back to China. I do want to make more of these videos because, you know, gamers do be going out touching grass sometimes. So I really hope you guys enjoy it. Leave a comment below if there's like a place in China that you've been to, you really like, or a place in China that you think I should go visit next time. I really would love to go to Beijing. I've never been, or like Shanghai. I've only ever been to Guangzhou and Hong Kong and Macau, and that's about it. So I'm not very like well traveled, but I'm excited to maybe travel a bit more, take you guys through some live streams to take you guys with me too. So yeah, thank you so much again. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Bye!